don't tell anyone. But you're listening to the best kept business secret and his podcast, dedicated to helping you understand the successful business secrets that others don't want you to know, making no secret of success. Now, here's your host and quite possibly the best kept business secret anywhere, Marc Ford.
Hello again, and welcome to your Best Kept Business Secret podcast with me, your host, Marc Ford, quite possibly your best kept business secret, business coach, author, podcaster, and general dog spotter. That would be me. Today, the podcast is going to be a little bit different. I have been filming lots of little videos. Slapping them all over the YouTube, slapping them all over Instagram TV, slapping them all over LinkedIn. I've been slapping them all over Facebook. But you know what? I thought I'd grab the audio because not everybody gets the chance to sit and watch videos on the toilet like I do. There you go, a little insight into my life. But I thought I'd grab the audios. They're all ideas, thoughts and strategies that will give you some ideas on how to monetize, grow and market your business. Little snapshots. We're going to be talking about goals. We're going to be talking about the biggest weapon that you have in your business that you can make the most money out of it. It's free, but it's actually the most costly if you get it wrong. What happens at Mastermind Groups and so much more. So, guys, enjoy, and I'll see you at the end.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better.
Hello, you. Now, are you sat watching this looking for the silver bullet in your business or your marketing? That one thing that will send your sales through the roof? Oh, you are not alone. Join 80% of small business owners. But I hate to disappoint, but the reality is a silver bullet very rarely appears. But I am going to admit something. You know, it just could. Now imagine how good it would feel to find that new method that returned a really good bang for your buck. An increase in sales, an increase in profit, more clients, more customers. Oh! But there is one sure way to find it, and that is to try something new in your business and marketing. Now, we all know the importance of innovation in keeping your business competitive. The essence of innovation is trying something new, and that could be in all areas of your business. Marketing efficiency and effectiveness come from improving your success rate over time by monitoring and measuring results. And as long as you do this when you're trying new things, you are headed in the right direction, and you're doing more than most. You see, they just keep throwing up the wall and hope it sticks. Now, the principles of business and marketing don't change despite new methods. When trying new things, always remember to keep these core business and marketing principles to hand. To have something that people want at a price that they are prepared to pay and available in the way that they want to buy it. Now, trying different ways of promoting your product or service or reaching your target market is essential to ongoing business improvement. So, here are 5 quick tips. Number 1, when trying something new, do it alongside the method that's already working. Number 2, consider the new products or services or marketing an experiment, not a substitution. 3, trial the new method. Test its effectiveness before committing large amounts of money to it. Number 4, always put aside some money in the budget for a new product, service or strategy. And number 5, consider retrying something that you've done in the past, but give it a kind of new twist. Now, often the longer you are in business, the more reluctant you are to change what's working. But this is not always helpful for improvement, simply because you are standing still, and that means you'll get overtaken. Business and marketing methods are changing all the time, particularly in the online space, and one of the best ways to learn and explore these methods is to try them. You never know. You may just find that silver bullet that's eluding you. But in the meantime, do 1, 2, maybe even 3 of the things that I've talked about and join the 20% that already are, but are already shooting bullseyes without silver bullets. Because actually, silver bullets don't really exist.
Shut up and sit down.
Hello again. Right, a little bit of an odd video, this one. It's come out of a workshop that I did today. Now, idiots like me, business coaches and other such idiots of inspirational speaking like, we talk about SMART goals quite a lot. specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, that's the word, and timely. Obviously you can tell that I don't really believe in them on the basis that I couldn't recite that bit very, very quickly. But this came out of today's workshop where we were talking about goals. And somebody piped up and actually said that goals are sort of like almost like really quite woolly things. Because anybody could sit and go to a business meeting or a workshop or even sit down with their coach and come up with goals that they don't really kind of believe in, but they feel that they're under some kind of pressure to come up with goals. Now, this sort of led on to another conversation. This has kind of like come out of my own personal situation that's been happening over the last few months, but it's also come out of business situations which I've seen, and the more I sat and I thought about it and we talked about it, this kind of idea just sort of like got bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm going to share it with you. You see, there's a saying, you'll always get what you've always got when you always do what you've always done. Okay? And that's so true, is that if your personal life sucks, it's because you're always doing what you've always done. If your business sucks, it's because you've always done what you always do. Okay? We have to break that cycle. Now, one of the simplest ways that people break cycles is through pain. What causes us pain? If we take it at its most natural element, if over here is fire and then over there is nice cooling air, we'd want to be over there because we don't want to burn ourselves. So we have to sort of like keep moving forward, otherwise the pain is going to be that we burn ourselves. But surely that should be the same for business and personal goals. So we came up with pain goals, because you have to almost want, need, demand things to change so that they do change. And if they don't change, you will be in pain. Now, actually, when we started to explore that, people's goals started to change. And so we came up with this just using the very, very simple word, pain. Now, there'll be a graphic here that will show you what it means. And then I'll run you back on why we do it. P is for proactive. A is for actionable. I is for inspirational. And N is for non-negotiable. Now, let's run this backwards. Non-negotiable. The non-negotiable is the pain. This is what happens if you don't do what you've set out to do. If you've set out to earn £5,000 this month and you only earn £3,000, what is the pain? What is that payoff going to be like? The I is the inspirational. What would it be like to hit that £5,000? What does that mean to you? What does that mean to your family? What does that mean to your business? What does that mean to your frame of mind? What does that actually mean? Actionable. Is it achievable? If you're currently earning £1,000 a month and you need £1 million by the end of the month, is that actionable? Is that Eckers-like? It's very unlikely, okay? So is it actionable? Is it reasonable that you can do this within your own power and with the power that you can use of other people to help you get there? And P is proactive. You're always thinking about it. You're always looking at ways to achieve that goal. It's on your mind 24/7. It is constantly there, and you will move heaven and earth to get to that goal because, quite simply, you don't want the pain. So that's pain goals. Now, if that helps you think about your goals and maybe helps you think about your goals in a very, very different way, that's great stuff. I really hope you do. More stuff like this is available on my website, which is www.marcford.uk.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better.
So this video is coming from experience. Now, do you know of those people who fly off the handle without stopping to think about the consequences of what they're saying? Someone who just reacts to something someone has said or did and starts attacking that person with cruel accusations. The damage could be so profound it will forever sever that relationship. In business, this could forever impact a career in a negative way. Now, you've probably observed this in others many times, maybe even in yourself. Hell, I'm even talking from recent experience where I am just hugely remorseful, but it kind of got me thinking. Whether it's at work, with friends, or in some type of social situation, many people speak their minds before thinking. There are many who kind of just fly off the handle and don't stop to think about the repercussions of their words. And I cringe when this happens because I know people are going to get hurt and later on people will be sorry for what they said. But the damage is done, and it's true. You see, the past is written and can't be rewritten. However sorry, remorseful and apologetic we are, it's just kind of done. So how important are words and speaking to business leaders? Now, leaders should think about the words as being so powerful that they might be the main reason a leader will succeed or fail. Sure, a leader who doesn't choose his words carefully may succeed to some degree, but the truly great leaders are great orators as well. Now, think about one of the greats, President John F. Kennedy, inaugurated on January the 20th, 1960. He is known for his famous line, "And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." Then you've got Martin Luther King and his "I Have a Dream" speech. Within the words we speak is an emotional potency. Each word that we use can have a colossal impact. A word from a manager or a boss may at first glance seem quite inconsequential, but never think of words as inconsequential. Instead, think of them as powerful. Words can build up or tear down. They can motivate or they can discourage. Words influence others and build relationships at work and personally, and they can tear down relationships. Simply put, language holds massive, colossal power to manifest change, whether it's good or bad. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor from 161 to 180 AD, considered to be one of the most stoic philosophers who ever lived, said, "Perform every act in life as though it were your last." Now, we can take this a step further and say, speak every word you say in life as though it was your last. Sometimes it might be best not to say anything at all. I was always told by my mum that if you can't say something nice, well, just don't say it at all. I mean, it's still bloody difficult to do when emotions are running rampant, and something that I still need to continue to work on. Now, as Benjamin Franklin said, remember not only to say the right thing in the right place, but far more difficult still, to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment. Choose the words that you speak very carefully, because they have the potential of accomplishing nearly anything or destroying nearly everything. Just one negative comment can ruin a person's day. A few might even ruin the person's life. On the flip side, one positive and encouraging comment can be just enough to increase employee engagement, create healthier cultures, and make more of a difference in an individual's life than you will ever know. We tend to overlook the small things in life and in business, and perhaps we shouldn't, as there are many words that are opposites that have the same amount of letters. Love and hate is a great example. 4 letters, but are opposite sides of a coin. The way you speak, the attitude and tone reflects the person that you are and impacts everything around you. It can greatly contribute to your success or non-success, both in business and your personal life. So next time, think before you speak. It will make all the difference. Save the heartache, save time, and save the inevitable apologies.
Shut up and sit down.
Hello again, another very quick video. Something has come off today's workshop again. Lots of stuff that's come out of the workshop, which is sensational. But it's something I showed the guys, and I've started to show more and more businesses exactly what I mean by it. Now, some people would call it a sales funnel. A graphic will appear here. I hope it does, because that means I've probably drawn it whilst I'm editing it. Most people would call it a sales funnel. I kind of look at this as the sales vase. All right, not being clever, it's just that the word sales funnel is probably overused. But look, here's the thing. Virtually every business that I've ever encountered thinks about this, the pound sign. what their turnover is, what their profit is, what their margin is, how much more they can take, where are they losing it. They tend to look at the pound sign. And then what happens is everybody else then gets just involved in doing what they do. In fact, most business owners who are accidental business owners because they just are good at what they do and they've started to run a business actually do what they do. They concern themselves far more with doing what they're really good at and can possibly do in their sleep than they could at the very top of the vase. If you actually spun it round and thought about your business, if you are good at what you do, if actually you could do what you do in your sleep, your number one priority should in fact be the marketing of your business. You see, the more people you market to, the better it will be. Because the more people you market to and you start whittling down, when you start talking about prices, you start talking about options, you start talking about service, start talking about value, stuff like that, guess what? The pound sign kind of takes care of itself. Because you are so involved in the marketing that the stuff that you do in your sleep, you continue to do in your sleep. But you're probably doing more of what you need to do in your sleep. And the reason that the vase gets slightly bigger at the bottom is because you are so good at what you do that actually your customers are buying more products, more services from you. They are, you're increasing your prices. It's kind of just taking care of itself. Your business starts to grow. It's almost like a bit of a pottery wheel effect. It sort of goes in and then goes out. Now, isn't that might sound a little bit weird, but you need to ask yourself a few questions. Number one, do you overly consider the amount of money in your bank account? Number two, do you spend a majority of your time doing what you do? And thirdly, how much of a difference would it make to your business if you flipped it and made the marketing of your business your number one priority?
I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better.
So, what do people talk about in a mastermind group? Now, ideally, a mastermind group should be conducted every month or every other month. We try and keep each meeting to a specific format to make sure that everybody stays involved. Now, there's plenty of discussion topics that you can ask in a mastermind group. The questions you will ask will ultimately depend on what your group focuses on. Now, here are some basic questions and discussion topics to get your mastermind group talking. Now, you could ask for spiritual guidance or help with a problem. Sounds a bit woo-woo, but it's true. Ask for assistance of what you plan to get out of the meeting. Share what's new and what good things have happened to you since your previous mastermind group. Negotiate some of the time you need. If you need more time to solve your problem or solve someone else's, ask for it. Listen to others and brainstorm solutions. Ask questions after the person is finished. Commit to something that actually you wouldn't normally do if you weren't in the group. Ask yourself what goal would really push you and help you get the most out of that mastermind group. Show others gratitude, express gratitude to others, and ask others how you can improve. Now, these are just some of the things that have happened in the 3 mastermind groups that I run here in Leicester. But I've now opened the doors on a 4th, starting in September. And it's limited to 8 businesses and their owners. So ask me about how you can get involved to monetize, grow and market your business better, as well as the money back guarantee that's on offer. Come on, ask me.
I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better.
And that's it for this particular podcast. I hope you got something out of that. So you got some ideas, some thoughts and some strategies. Go and work on your paying goals. I'm telling you, genuinely, I've never seen so many people's goals change. And I've already seen some great strides that have already been made to achieving those goals, because there is that element of pain. There's that element of pain in there. It was just something that just happened, and one of those beautiful things is that when it works, it works. Okay, 2 things that have been going on. The Business Lessons from Doctor Who book is now out. Thank you so much to those who bought it already. Really do appreciate it. Go to my website, which is www.marcford.uk. Click on books and it will take you straight through there. You can go and order it from me online, free postage and packaging in the UK, and I will send you a copy and I'll even write something inside for you. Just a nice little thank you. So I really do appreciate it. And the second thing that's happened is that on Monday, the 23rd of September 2019, I have created an event called Back to Business School. All the kids would have already gone back to school to go and learn things like algebra and how to make a bookcase out of rank bits of wood. You know, stuff that will really hold you in good stead for the rest of your life. But it's one of those things that there is nowhere for business owners to go and learn, go and see, go and talk to people who are making things work in the real world. So Back to Business School has got 8 speakers, including myself, where we are going to help you have 8 different lessons, 8 different skills to help you monetize, grow and market your business far faster. 50% off early bird tickets at the moment. There's only 20 left. 50% off early bird tickets at the moment. So for 75 quid, you get a full day's education on helping you monetize, grow and market your business. Again, go to my website, which is www.marcford.uk. Click on events and go and book yourself a place on that, which is 23rd September here in Leicestershire. And that's it for this podcast. I will see you very soon. Go out, be brilliant, be amazing. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.
Shh, don't tell anyone. But you're listening to the best kept business secret and his podcast, dedicated to helping you understand the successful business secrets that others don't want you to know, making no secret of success.